Are we good? Are we okay? Oh, I hate YouTube. I hate YouTube on occasion. Things do happen on occasion. Hi, hello. Hello. Welcome in. Hello. Welcome. I do apologize. We had a YouTube moment, where everything was just incredibly slow. It wasn't loading, and then randomly at some point or another they were like, would you like to prove that you are you? And I was like, not now, Neil. Any other time would be better. Please. But yeah, hello! Welcome in! Hello. Do you guys have a good day? You're having a good morning? You're having a good evening? Time zone? All of the things? Welcome in. We're gonna do some speed running today, which I'm very excited about. I haven't done, like, proper runs in a very long time, actually. I say proper runs. This is a run that I am not gonna submit. I don't think I'm gonna submit any of these. I got the tech running for it. I got the live split working. A bit less than a decade. It's been like a year, maybe. Yeah, I got the tech running, I got the live split working, I managed to get the mod working because you need to mod the game in order to speedrun this. Oh, thank you. I apologize, I will put it down a bit. You have to mod this game in order to speedrun it. Yes. My apologies, I will turn it down. So I got that all sorted. That was like a 2-hour endeavor. I did one very basic run all the way through to get a baseline, and we are at 9 minutes and 40 seconds. That's the time to beat today. This is Shard 1, no items. Last speedrun was the Hollow Knight meme runs, which is more than a year ago. Yes, it was. For the timer stuff in general, or the itemless part specifically? How do you mean? Eh? What? What do you mean? What? How many tries will I have? I don't know. I'll run for a bit. I'll probably run for about 2 hours. And, we'll find out. The part that needed a mod? Yeah, that was like 2 hours of me trying to figure out how to make it work. This is with auto splitter. So some games will just have automatic auto splitter where they will work with live split without you having to do anything. Hollow Knight is one of those, and so is like Minecraft and all of those as well. But Haste is not one of them. You need a mod that basically connects to your live split to basically say, hey, you're starting the game now, you're beating the boss now, you've ended the run now. It's a bit of an endeavor. It is. So I've spent a good deal of my time today just trying to fix all of the tech things, but it's fine. I know this will just be her avoiding picking up items, so probably the time and stuff. Yes. Your model is so pretty. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I appreciate it. So yes, my brain is already pretty dead today because of all the me trying to fix the tech things, but it's fine. It's all good. This will probably be a bit of an odd stream, I think. I kind of don't expect it to be super mega entertaining, because obviously I spend my streams mostly trying to be as like entertaining as possible. I try my best to interact with you guys as much as possible and do all that type of stuff. Speedrunning is one of those things where I'm nervous that I'm not going to be able to give you guys as much attention as I would like to normally, because I'm going to be locking in. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Keep working, you keep the princess in the background. Good! As you should, as you should. That's probably the best way to watch me today. If you still wish to. How's the day been? The day's been okay. The day's been very okay. I feel like I haven't done stuff, but I have done things. The problem is that all of the things that I've done today are like, what's the word for it? They're all like little things. It's not me, they're not like worth me checking a little thing off my little like, you know, checkbox of things that Amora needs to do. They're all just like little things. It's like sending an email and doing a bit of cleaning and doing some laundry. It's all little things like that where it's like, quality of life things. So, very quiet day. I had a nap. That was good. I felt like I really needed a nap because I didn't sleep all that well last night. I don't know why. Just didn't. Sending emails is a big thing. I guess so. I guess for some people it is. I also did some research on some of the runs that other people have done as well, which was very interesting. Apparently, from my own discoveries, I figured out that the wings item, like how you have the board, I don't remember what it's called, the cowl or something like that. It gives you a teeny tiny little bit of speed boost, so it makes you go a little teeny tiny bit faster, which is very interesting. So yeah, we'll get down to it, I think. So yeah, go get yourselves comfy, go get some snacks, go get some drinks, put this on in the background, and have a nice time. The one you didn't like but ended up being the key to the final machine? Yep, the very same. I don't like the moveset. I'm gonna have to use it because it makes me go itty bitty bits faster. And that's the whole point. And what snack should I get? That's up to you. I can't tell you what snack to go get. What do you mean? I don't know what you have purchased, what snacks you have purchased. And a snack for me might not be a snack for you. Snack for me is like fruit yogurt and like oats and peanut butter. That's a snack for me. That's tasty. But you might want something else. I can't decide that for you. Amora is a snack? I see. I see what you did there. Bag of almonds. Almonds is a good snack. I like almonds. Wow. I like almonds a lot. I like things that are kind of like flavored like almond as well. Like marzipan is flavored like almonds and it's just tasty. What snack is Amora though? Oh, we've already decided this. I'm like a grandma. Grandma? I'm a grandma? I'm like those little strawberry candies that all grandparents have. We've decided this. The strawberry candies. Yeah. Hello, welcome in. They're way too expensive. Nuts in general are pretty expensive. I don't know. I think that's one of like the shocks when you become an adult. You get really shocked by the price of like nuts, berries, and cheese. Those are the three things that you get really shocked at how expensive all of those things are. I have no snacks, but a convenience store 24/7 around the corner. What should I get? Ooh. I don't know. It depends on what you want. I think like so many people consider snacks to be like a salty thing. I've had such a craving for like sweet things recently. For like the last 4 weeks, I've been really wanting sweet things, and I haven't wanted anything else that wasn't sweet. And I don't know why. So, food phase, I guess. So, who knows? I don't know. Maybe it's like a... I don't know. So yeah, so I've been eating more sweet things. Food phase. Yeah! I've been craving cheese. Everyone look at the mouse over here. Cheese is good. My favorite type of cheese is... oh man, I can never find it anywhere other than like Christmas time. It's like a Wensleydale, but it has like dried cranberries in it. And it's so good. It's so tasty. That's my favorite cheese. Mouse. James made cheese meme. Cheese. It's the way that he says it that's really good. That's the most important part of the entire meme, is the way that he says it. Cheese. So yeah. But yeah, today we run. Today we sprint. I had pasta last night that was filled with cheese. Shaped like a little badminton birdie? Badminton birdie? Badminton bird? I'm googling that. What is this? Oh! Oh, the little shuttles. The little shuttles? They're called birdies? I guess they kind of do look like feathers. See, I'm not saying that on stream because that will get cut and clipped. Making lemon zest syrup this week. It was tiring as a yield. It was scarce, but the fragrance is worth it. Oh, nice. I should make more simple syrup to make like lemonade with. I have lemons. I should just make lemonade. That should be nice, actually. North American name, I guess. Don't want to use the other name. Understandable. Entirely understandable. Oh boy. Alright, should we start some runs? Let's see if we can start some runs. This is where my whole system breaks and there's nothing I can do about it. Hopefully if I've set up my settings correctly, it should be fine. It should be okay. Zest the skin, mix the powder with powdered sugar and leave it in the fridge. Ooh. That sounds tasty. I don't know what it is. I can't eat lemon drizzle cake. I can't eat lemon drizzle cake. I can only eat one type of lemon drizzle cake, and it's Mama Q's lemon drizzle cake. Everything else that is lemon kind of scented, it like really hurts my mouth and throat. I feel like that's just because it's pretty acidic. So Mama Q's lemon drizzle cake is the only type of lemon drizzle cake that I can eat. Which is such a weird specification. Alrighty. Whooshoo! Can't have lemonade either. Kinda, not really. Kind of, not really. It hurts is the problem. It hurts is the issue. Oh, I can make you definitely a bit bigger. Yeah, there we go. It's semi-transparent on my screen and completely so what, opaque? Is it opaque? The word to mean something is solid in color on your screen? Am I allergic to like the common commercial part of lemon foods? I hope not. Cause that would be like yet another allergy. That would be yet another allergy for me to have, which would suck. Because I'm already allergic to lychee. And maybe also pineapple. I don't want to have another thing. Oh, there's an onion there. Oh, what are you? Creature. What the heck? Oh, you're a little dude. There was something back here. Do I have a problem with fresh lemon? Yeah, it gives me the same kind of thing. It hurts like my mouth and throat. But yeah, I genuinely just think that is oh, this is cactus fruit. Ooh, I've never seen this before. That's new. Huh. That's very new. Interesting. Really get tested for allergies and just not just wait and find out. I think the waiting and finding out part is really adding a lot of no, where did he go? It's really adding some zest into my life. You know, really making me count every meal that I have, just in case. It's pretty fun. Allergy gotcha, exactly. Exactly. Zest, no pun intended, right? I didn't even think about that until you told me, and now I hate it. I love this tree. Like, oh, I thought I could land on that branch. Am I not allowed? I guess not. Zesty histamines. I already, like, to be honest, I think all of the development of all of the kind of, like, strange allergies that I've been getting in recent years are coming from the fact that I developed hay fever. And I think the type of hay fever that I have is for like a specific type of pollen or a specific type of tree or something along those particular lines. So I think that that's where it's coming from. I think I've developed an allergy to a particular type of pollen or a particular like genus of tree. I think that's where it's kind of stemming from. So I can no longer eat one of my favorite fruits of all time, and it sucks. I want to eat fruit. I want to have a nice time. Oh, I want to be able to have nice fruit. Sucks. Some pollens are toxic to humans. It makes sense. Sorry, Zophidians. My condolences, I know. Every year I look at lychee when it finally comes back into shops, and I think about taking the risk. I think about, well, what would happen? What if I just... Have I tried lychee before? It was my favorite fruit. It was my favorite childhood fruit. For the longest time, it was my favorite childhood fruit, and now I can't eat it anymore, and it sucks. Yeah. EpiPen at the ready. I've never had an EpiPen injected into me. I wonder how it would work. I guess because it's supposed to give you like adrenaline, right? It's supposed to like up your heart rate and give you crazy adrenaline. I wonder how that would work on the medication that I'm currently taking for migraines. Because that physically stops my heart from going too fast. So I kind of wonder how that would gel with a huge shot of adrenaline. I'd probably feel very odd. Antagonist for adrenaline, epinephrine? Antagonist? Does that mean it doesn't? Like it won't work at all? Or it won't work as well, I suppose? Whoops. Okay, well, I will just not eat anything that I'm potentially allergic to. But what if doing that is tasty? But what if tasty though? But what if tasty? Alright, let's go back to the first world. I think it's over there. But we like having an alive Amora. But I like lychee. I want to eat lychee again. I want to eat my favorite fruit and have a nice time. You wouldn't deprive me. You wouldn't deprive me of my favorite fruit. Would you? You wouldn't do that. Maybe there's a good enough artificial lychee flavor. Maybe, actually. I haven't dared try to have any artificial lychee flavors, just in case. Just in case. But I have been tempted. On the rare times that I've gone to go get boba, you can get like lychee pearls, and I've always been very tempted by that, just in case. But then I'm always like, oh, well, what if it's actual lychee? And then I will have a terrible time with it. Alright, let's test if this is working. Are you gonna do the thing? Yes, you are! Sweet. Alright. Well, that's good. At least we know it's working now. I absolutely don't want natural flavors. That's basically all you can get now, though. They're like, oh no, E-numbers are terrible. Why would you ever have E-numbers? And then now it's all natural flavors and I can't eat lychee anymore. I'm not allowed. It sucks. The first time it happened, it was very scary. Oh gosh, this is terrible. Bonk. That's dreadful. Goodness me. Sometimes you can get RNG that only has like 8 or so little squares or little worlds that you have to go through. The idea is to try and get as many worlds that have stuff that you don't have to spend a crazy amount of time going through. So like these worlds take about a minute to maybe a minute and 30 every single world. So the idea is to try and go through places like shops or campfires so that you don't have to do it as long, basically. So lots of shops is always a very good thing, even if you don't pick stuff up. Girl, call you tomatoes and corn? That's such a very specific set of things, though. Goodness me. That would be terrible. I mean, not so much for the corn thing, because I don't like sweet corn, but... I mean, I eat so many tomatoes. All of the time, forever. I don't think there is a dish that I don't eat that doesn't have tomatoes in it in some capacity. Because even if I don't eat like a meal that is like an encompassing meal, I'll normally have like a side salad, and those side salads will also have tomatoes in them. Interesting. Mew. Despise tomatoes, so it's an easy thing for me to avoid. I love tomatoes! I use them in everything. I love them so much. Allergic tomatoes, good luck living in Spain or Italy. I was gonna say, yeah, that's also... like Italian and Spanish cuisine is that's their whole thing. Tomatoes in everything. Whoop. 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 I am Kirby. This has been established. I thought we had already understood that I was Kirby. I thought we already knew that I was Kirby. Ooh. See, these ones don't count in terms of items because I don't have any choice but to pick them up is the thing. Ooh. Ooh. Terrible. Absolutely dreadful. Goodness me. Wee. This is the warm-up. That's what you say every time you're doing a terror run. I'm just warming up. Don't worry about it. Does he thought the mod was needed for those no choice events? I think because I am doing something that isn't really classic to it. Normally the main bit of the run is just straight up to get from one end to the other. There's no specific things of like you don't use items. I'm just adding in the no items thing as an additional flavor for me specifically because I think it's interesting. There's no one telling me that I'm not allowed to use items. He's Mimiko evil. You trying to say if I'm like evil Corby? Can Corby be evil? Is Corby an evil little dude? I don't think so. Corby is the epitome of sweet squish boy. I love a Corb. I'm not really like a figure collector, but I love a good Corby. I love a good Kirby figurine. Which I have a couple actually. I have a couple Kirby figurines. They're mostly from blind boxes. Every time I find a Kirby blind box, I have to get one. It's my only blind box indulgence. Some people go for like whole blind boxes. I will get one Kirby blind box every time I see a Kirby blind box, and that's my blind box indulgence. I guess is the way to put it. That's my indulgence for blind boxes. Anything else, I'm like, no. This one's such a long one, jeez. Oops. I messed that up so badly. I messed that up really badly. Goodness me. Oop. That was my bad. I was being overzealous. There we go. See that little boost it gives you forward? Just a teeny tiny thing. Wonder how important the routing is for sparks? To be honest, I just kind of use it as like a general kind of guide. Most of the time, I just kind of use it as like a, oh, this is where I'm supposed to go. Bonk! Whoops. Ah, come on! I thought I could make that. I thought I could make that. I could not. Turns out. Yeah, I will. This wasn't gonna be a PB anyway. Goodness me, can you chill? Ah, see, that's how you do it. That's way better. In all of the runs that I've done, it's always the boss that gets me is the problem. Wheel! There we go. Not ideal, but it's fine. Oh, did I miss the turn? Idiot, no! I did, alright. Well, I deserve that. There we go. Dreadful. Absolutely abysmal. Do it takes like a minute or two, so you really lose time with the boss? Yes, you do. You can't really make many mistakes at all. So you're using right now the optimal one, by the way? How do you mean? The optimal one. Eh? It's the most recent, if that's what you mean. This is just for funsies. Oy. Like, is the board faster, for example? I'm so confused. What do you mean? I have absolutely no idea what you mean, darling. Oh, my equipment? This is, yeah, as far as I know. As far as I know. The only thing I haven't upgraded is oh, the wings, not the speedrunning tool. Ah, I don't think they upgrade all that much, unfortunately. The only thing I haven't upgraded is the, yeah, the cal, I see. Yeah, the only thing I haven't upgraded is the amount of sparks that appear in the map, which works out because we don't, with itemless, there's no point in getting the sparks. Alright, one more. We'll do another one. Bonjour. This game is very fun. Ooh. Ooh, that was a little slow. That felt slow. Nah, I didn't mean to do that. Well, we're doing a really hard map right before the end. Fair enough. Doesn't the mod show splits? I don't believe so. Oh, there might be actually. There might be a setting. There might be a setting for it, but I didn't see it. The mod that I'm using isn't for doing much of anything else. It's legit. It's just to communicate with live split. It's not doing anything else. is the one that the board's recommending with the tutorials on how to use. Mess are randomized, so I guess it can't. I guess so. I mean, there's some people that do seeded runs. You can put a seed into the mod in order to help with it, which is good, but I personally don't run seeded on many games. The only time I've ever ran seeded is years ago. I used to do Minecraft speedruns. I used to do set seeds for Minecraft. That was really fun. I think that was back on 1.16. Which I think around that time was the time that Minecraft speedrunning really blew up in like the mainstream, and the entire Minecraft speedrunning community became the most insufferable collection of people. So it was a little less niche and enjoyable to be around. So I ended up having to find a different game, and it worked out because that game was Hollow Knight. Yeah, this was around the time that like Dream was becoming super big. So it was like, it wasn't just Dream who was doing the speedrunning, it was like a ton of other people. I think at one point or another the Minecraft speedrunning board had to set a bunch of rules that if you had never ran a Minecraft run before, you couldn't submit a new run because they were just so completely drowned in people trying to submit their times for stuff. There just was too many people trying to do it. I think they've stopped doing that now because it's not as big anymore, but I remember at the time it was such like a specific rule because there was way too many people doing it. Oof. But yeah, so I haven't ran set seeds in any game since then, actually. I wonder if I still remember the route. If I pulled up the map, if I pulled up the world, I'm so sure that it would be ingrained into me to do that same route. Be surprised if they kept that same rule. I think it was only for the time, because obviously they're not going to stop people from trying to submit new runs. That's a terrible thing to do. Why would you discourage people from the hobby type of thing? But I remember at the time there was just so many random people trying to submit like their very first Minecraft like seed run. And it was just so bizarre. They were just like, if you've never done it before, you can't submit anything right now. We've got too many people, please. Just chill. Margaret Speedrunning stream when? Oh god, never. Never again. Never ever again. Nothing happens, please. Oop, I messed that up real bad. Yes, I definitely messed that up. Wah! Feist. Gonyum. There's a single player world that I made right before the VSMP opened. Yes, there is. I do remember that. And then I was like, oh man, the VSMP. I was like, well, I should just buy. I already have like a limited amount of Minecraft streams that I'm kind of allowed to do, so I should put all the Minecraft streams into the VSMP because that's more fun. That's better right now. I would definitely slam into everything. Hi Belle! Hi honey! Hello! Welcome in love, welcome in. I'm trying my hardest not to do exactly that right this second. I currently have a time of like 9 minutes and 50 seconds and I have not beaten that yet. So we'll find out. Hello, honey. Marinazes qualifies pro photo healthcare. They so do not. They definitely do not. Oh, okay. This one is the last one right beforehand. This is the last one right before the boss. Where the heck am I going? Jeez. Where is this? Where is the portal? Wah! Jeez, how long is this? RNGesus hates me. I think RNGesus might actually hate me. That was just cruel. That was just cruel. RNGesus hates me. Jeez. Okay. Oh my god, well it's over, okay. Oh, that was spite and nothing else. Ow. There we go. Hello, bonk. Alright, Jesus, you shall not beat the record now. Ugh. See, I want to at least beat my own time because that's my time, you know. That's me. If I'm gonna be terrible at this, I at least wanna be terrible and beat me. Alright, one more. Whoop. Hello! Bonk! Little bit better than the previous run, but oh my god! How long was that void level? That went on forever! That was terrible! Absolutely terrible. Oh my goodness me. Ava must have loved the floor's lava as a child. Oh my goodness! One of my, like, I used to love playing Make Sure the Balloon Doesn't Touch the Floor. If it has an actual name, I have no idea what it is. But I used to love playing that as a kid. I used to, yeah, I just used to have a little stash of little, you know, balloons in a little bag that I used to just blow up, and just used to run around the castle making sure that it didn't touch the ground. That was the goal. And it worked out great. I had a great time. Can you tell I'm an only child? This is short. Are we sure? Really? Bonk. Ooh, not as good. I love these ones. It's such a time save. It's fantastic. Fantastic time save. I don't have to do it anymore. Keepy uppy is what we call that genre of games. Yeah, I could never really do it with like a football or like a bean bag or anything. What do you guys call them? I don't know. There's like a specific like American name for them. I can't think of what it's called. It's like a little. It is like a little bean bag. I think it's either full of like beans or it's full of like sand. Hacky sack. That's it. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Yes. Whew. I'll just try to take a nosedive over a cliff to die to the first boss as soon as possible. Yeah! Sometimes you just have to take a loss in order to go faster. It works out. It's great. Jeez, this is bad. Is it not optimal? Please. Use an L to make a double. Ooh. For some reason I thought this was going to be a shop. It was not. Wah, I feel like I'm going really slow. Yeah, this is slow. Ugh. I'm drifting way too much. Ah, there's the show. See, I knew there was one coming. To be honest, I think to beat the score that I got, I think I'm just gonna have to get really lucky on RNG. I'm gonna have to get a really short map with a lot of shops, I think. So that I don't have to spend a whole lot of time hanging about. I think I'm taking too much time to drift into like alternate patterns as well, but the problem is that I don't want to get hit by too many things. So I'm driving really cautious and that's costing me time. Yep. 940 is a lot tighter than I initially thought. Yeah. I do not think we are gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna have to get very lucky on RNG. Bonk. Bink. Bonk. Actually, how is the bitrate on your guys' end? Because I always have a trouble with that with Haste. Like really fast-paced games, I always have a trouble with it. I try and make it nicer. I try and mess with my settings and stuff on OBS in order to make the bitrate more less, I guess. What's the word? Less bitty, I suppose. Less pixelated? Because it happens a whole lot where the bitrate will, when you move a camera or load a game that is supposed to be super fast-paced, it will mess up and make something super pixelated, even if the quality of the stream is naturally pretty high. Theory seems good, a lot better than other Haste streams. I'm glad about that, actually. Because stuff is messed up. And it's not just me, I have noticed it in other streamers' streams. So I'm very glad it's not just me. Ah, washoo. I want things to not be fuzzy, especially because I like to make videos and things. So having things be at a decent quality is good. Especially because I've got to zoom in on stuff for things like shorts and things. So if I imagine zooming in on something and then having to be like, why is that? It's so... That's like 3 pixels on a screen. Wow. I think it's just because it's like it's fast-paced gameplay is the main problem. Things take a hot second to load. Artifacts? I can't remember if that's the name for it specifically. Tech. I still don't know all of the functions of OBS. I've been using it I've been doing this for nearly 6 years. I still don't know all of the things that you could do on OBS. It's ridiculous. Whoop. Bitrate is a bit of a distant stream for me. I love you, darling. That is exactly what you get for watching on Rumble. That's a you issue. What? Mean. I'm sorry, but it's true. Mobile is unfortunately the worst. YouTube just doesn't really do certain things well. There's a couple of things, like live streaming, it's really just not built for live streaming. As much as, oh come on! As much as I love streaming on YouTube because of the whole VOD aspect, I also hate YouTube when streaming on YouTube because of the VOD aspect. Did you know that I can only download my own VODs at 720p? On YouTube, through YouTube specifically, I can only download my own VODs at 720p. This isn't like you can only download YouTube VODs at 720p. Oh no, if you use a third-party service that YouTube doesn't want you to use, you can get any quality. You can get original quality. You can get enhanced quality. You do something that YouTube really doesn't want you to do, then you could get fantastic quality. You can do anything. Ow. Bonk. Small company. Indie company, please understand. We got no budget, sorry. Yeah, no budget. Never had budget. Why would we have budget? We are a small company. Ball. Even worse. Even worse. I like the robots from Rico. It kind of does. Although to be fair, I think robots that kind of look like that are just kind of notorious throughout media anyway, because people crave the Muppet. People crave the Muppet. People want the Muppet. They want the Muppet. They want the little bin mouth because the bin mouth is adorable. Muppet craving. You don't know. Bunk. Bank. Nope. Much too long. There was no way. See, now that I know what I'm kind of looking for, I can decide whether or not a run is actually worth it. Yeah, so now we have to go wait for perfect RNG. And also for me to be good at game. Bad path reset point? We have reached the bad path reset point. We have indeed. You are too so much from a Muppet controlling this cancer. No! Oh my god, no. Visual law now. I hate it. It's not a visual law. No. You guys are making lies about me. Just like how you told everyone that I didn't know what clouds are. I know what clouds are. I so know what clouds are. I'm landing. It is easy to bully. What do you mean? Mean. So mean. So mean. So mean. The cloud thing is early lore, I think. It's on my, I think the cloud thing is on my Wikipedia page still. Which is so funny to me that I have a Wikipedia page. Why do I have a Wikipedia page? Why do I get a Wikipedia page? I don't understand. I feel like I haven't done enough to warrant being given a Wikipedia page. Minion? What are we talking about? Minions? Oh, are you minions? I hope not. I sincerely hope not. Nope. You've turned into a pony, a Muppet, and David Bowie in a single year. I'd say that's worthy of a Wikipedia page. I'm a multi-talented princess. What can I say? I like that you included David Bowie in there. It's not just that I did a Bowie cover. No, it's that I turned into Mr. Bowie. Yeah, not a cover or anything. It was a personal transformation that I went through the whole time. The the implication there is really good. Ah. This one's long. Yeah, cover that's better than the original. Like a transformation in my eyes. I'm still so proud of that one, actually. I'm still so proud of that one. I think it's one of my favorite things that I've ever made. I think I'm super proud of it as well because it was the first thing that I really did where I was like really insistent on the vision of it. I was so like, this is how it's gonna be, this is how it's gonna look, this is how the video is gonna look for it. I was so like I'd picked everything out really specifically. So yeah, this was like my first thing where I was like, I know what I'm doing now. I know how to make a good quality thing. I've learned. And now I know how to do it and do it well. Hello! Best thing I made until I released the rap audition? Never. That's never gonna be released ever. That's absolutely never ever gonna be released. Let's just give this a go. I'm tired. I just when it comes to space oddity but covers in music in general. Because I always think, you know, what's the point in doing a cover where it sounds kind of exactly like the original? I don't really see the point in that much. I always think if you're gonna do a cover, you know, make it into your own thing. Make it into something that is yours. So I think now that I've kind of gotten a hang of the whole thing, because I'd never done a cover. Before I became Amora, I'd never done a cover. I'd sang stuff, I'd done like karaoke, but I'd never done like an official VTuber cover. I'd never done one. So it was a totally new learning experience. I still really want to recreate my first ever cover, which I can't remember the title. Oh shoot, I can't remember the title at all. I don't remember the title of the song at all, actually. Shoot, what's it called? It's the Adele one, which I personally think that was a bit a little ambitious, I think, perhaps, to do an Ado cover as my first ever cover. But you know, I think it set a precedent of me picking projects that are a little too big for my bootstraps. New Genesis! Yes, that's it. Yes, I think it set a precedent for me. You guys already knew what to expect from that one. Which I genuinely consider New Genesis to be my worst cover as Amora. I think it's just because it was my first one. I didn't really know what I was doing all that much. And also it's a very hard song. Very, very difficult song. Welcome in. Hi, hi. I appreciate it. I think it's my worst one. I think I'd love to try and recreate it at some point or another. I'd love to like recreate it at some point or another, I think, just to give it a go. But yeah, I don't know. I think choosing an auto cover was probably my downfall. God, you do not realize how much boost having a bit of boost actually gives you until you haven't had it for a while. I do think Space Oddity is my best one, and it's because it's me. It feels like me. Yeah, I try to live now by the whole thing of like, if I'm gonna do a cover, I should do it in a way that is new and kind of a bit interesting. That's what I'm trying to do with the birthday cover currently, which I'm not even worried about leaking that one because we all knew I was gonna do one. But yeah, I've worked with someone who's very, very talented. I've had my eye on them for a little while, and I was like, oh man, that would be great. I wonder if they would be open around the time that I'd want to do my birthday cover for. To be honest, I was kind of convinced that they were gonna say no. Because I think doing Western covers isn't particularly common. So talking to like VTuber musicians is kind of interesting to be like, hey, I want to do this as like, you know, kind of a bit more Western-y. Is very, very interesting. It's very strange. Bonk. Check out that time save. Woo! That was definitely because of the randomized boost that I got all the way through. Ugh, that was definitely because of the boost. Beat the record already, that's quick. That's what normally happens. I normally set like just a casual record to start with, and then I slowly start chipping things off. Having that boost for the boss was huge, absolutely. Very, very much needed. I just noticed this is going over the text is bothering me. Woo! Alright. Yes! Yes, I do want to update my times. Alright, let's chip away at it a bit more, I think. Oh yeah, I can update the pin message! I will do that after this run. Caca! Yeah, let's see what we got. No, that's way too long. Yeah, let's update the message. Current run time to beat is 36? Yeah. Please pin message, yeah! Yeah, there we go. Let's do a bit more. Ugh. I always forget how relaxing speedrunning is to me. It's like my brain switches off, it's so nice. Ugh. My brain stops thinking for like a little bit. Nothing but do game go fast. I think that's probably why I got into speedrunning originally, is because my brain was, I think I started doing it around like the time when I had to do like really stressful exams and stuff. I'm not very good at exams. Which, okay, I say that I'm not very good at exams, and I mean that. I'm not very good at exams. I'm not very good at written exams. I would dare to say that I am at least relatively intelligent, and that I know some things. But, go. 10% energy, alright. These are the only items I'm allowed to get. Ugh. I hate these levels. But yeah, I suck at written exams. I would dare to say that I'm at least relatively intelligent. So the problem with exams is that I would go through school and I'd get good grades at like all of my like written work and stuffs. And what would happen... I'm gonna hit me so many items already. And what would happen is I would get to the end of the year and I'd do my exams and I would basically fail all of my exams, and my teachers would be like, Amora, what is happening? Do you not know the material? Are you slipping through the cracks somehow? How is this possible? And it's not that, it's that I get really, really stressed with exams, and so I just can't do them. So exam seasons have always been really stressful for me. Yeah, the problem is that you have to do exams all throughout your life, just in case. For like lots of different courses and things. And I love doing lots of little courses, so unfortunately I have to, I put myself through doing exams all of the time and it sucks. So yeah, I had a terrible time trying to do exams and things in school. So I would just try and find other ways to like make myself just relax for a bit and not have to think about it for a while. I think that's about the time that I started getting into it, speedrunning wise. That's a mood. I have to retake my license exam every 5 to 10 years for the rest of my career. I am so sorry. That's actually the worst. Please live. I hope that you pass them every time that you take them. Stress is needed though. Sometimes they'll specifically design the time pattern to cram exams into a short period. Ugh, terrible. Ugh. I have to, I know it's been like a he-who bit for like a long time of like, haha, Amora crashes the spaceship, Amora can't drive, Amora spaceship, hee. Unironically, yeah. I can't pilot a spaceship. I can't do it. So I've been working towards that. That's been one of the things that I've been working towards. So I've had to like learn all of the rules and things, and I want to take an exam at some point or another to prove that I'm a safe pilot. And I don't. That's been stressful. That's been real stressful. My recently passed it license. Really? Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Oh. My favorite thing is some of the questions are really interesting. Cause they'll give you such weird like exam questions. Cause like one of the ways that like I found actually does work for me is by doing practice exams a ton, and basically just studying everything that I get wrong on the practice exams. And that's basically how I figured out I can kind of study, and that's how I do it. But my favorite thing is that there is such bizarre questions that they ask you on the exams. It's so strange. Like some of them are like reasonable. It's like, oh, what's the you know, what's the legal speed limit on this type of road? What's this? What's this? You know, they'll ask you a bunch of signs and things like that. And that I really understand. And then every now and again they'll throw in a question like, you've just had an argument with your girlfriend. You're really mad. Should you A, drink an alcoholic beverage to calm down? B, beat your wife? C, speed down a road with children playing in the street? Or D, calm down? And those are like real questions that they put on the exam. And it just sends me every single time without fail. It's so funny to me. I just think, oh yeah, I'm gonna go with A, I feel like that's a pretty good idea. Oh. Yeah, real questions. So funny. Yeah. So this is, yeah. Studying is very, very interesting when it comes to things like that. And then other stuff is just really annoying because I don't know how they want me to word things is the problem a lot of the time. Oops. Hello, Bog. Do I have, oh, like multiple choice over that? Yeah! Yes. Most of the questions are multiple choice, but the problem is that some of the questions that they ask you on the multiple choice have, like, they will say the same thing, but in slightly different wording. And so the problem is that you have to pick out the slight wording that is incorrect. And that sucks for me, because I don't read English all that well. I read English well enough, I promise. It's just a little more... Yeah, a little bit more... how do I say? Difficult, I suppose. Bing. So that's one of the things that I've been working towards, which I'm kind of excited about. It's something that I've kind of wanted to do for a very, very long time, but I've never really had the time, and I kind of figured that I'm never really gonna have the time, so I might as well do it now and just figure it out. So yeah, that's is what it is, I suppose. I don't know, the actual piloting thing is fine. Like, I can quite confidently say that if you stuck me behind like the wheel of a spaceship, I could pilot it. I could drive it. Yeah, of course I could. Problem is proving it down on paper. Oh no, I didn't start the thingy. No. I can confidently run over no children. Yes. I can confidently say that I will not run over any children. Ooh. I don't know, it's good. I think like it will just kind of make life a little bit easier as well. Because even if I don't use it, sometimes when you like apply for jobs and stuff, they will ask you if you have a spaceship license. I'm like, no, I don't have a spaceship license. Is that required for this job? And they're like, no. It would have been nice. So, I don't know, even if I never use it and I never end up piloting a spaceship by myself and just get driven around for the rest of my life, I feel like it's still a nice thing to have, and a nice skill to kind of have under my belt. Makes paperwork easier? Yeah. Hello, welcome in. Hello, hello. Oh, jeez. Bonk. Try that. Do I have a dream spaceship? I don't know if I have a dream spaceship, but if I had all of the money on Earth and I wanted to buy myself like an Earth car, I want to have one of those like the cute Miatas. I would get a Miata. I just think they're really cute with the little flippy lights. I just think they're so cute. They have cute little faces. I feel like some people would be like, oh, I want one of those really expensive cars, you know, they'd go with something like a Ferrari or like a Bentley or something a lot more snazzy or something. I want a little Miata. I just think they're so cute. They've got little round faces. I love them. Whew. Yeah, it's just one of those things, because it's like it's just a good life skill to have. Even though I get driven around a lot as a princess, it's just kind of good. See those tools mostly. I just want something that it gets me from point A to point B. I don't really care what type of car it is. Yeah, I see that. Me too. I would just like a thing that gets me to a place. That would be good. But in an ideal world, I would. I think they're so cute. I want something that's like nice and safe is the thing. I don't really care about being, you know, too flashy with it. cost efficient is always good. It's really interesting as well, because now that I'm kind of doing like the exam for, like studying for the exam and stuff, especially now that I can pilot a ship, I'm getting all of these tips from like my father, the king, Papa K. I'm getting all of these tips where he's like, oh, you should when you're doing this amount of miles per hour, you should have it in this gear because it's more fuel. It saves your fuel a bit more. I'm like, that. I mean, that wasn't how I was taught, but I appreciate the tip. And he's like, no. You get all of the knowledge from being a seasoned pilot like I am. I'm like, okay. Okay, okay. I drive automatic? No, I drive stick. Yes. Of course. Because it's if you can drive manual, if you drive stick, then you can drive anything is the thing. I figured it was better to go with that one than to learn with automatic, because then I'd only be able to drive automatic cars and I'd have a terrible time. And I don't want a terrible time, I want a great time. I want a good time. So I was like, I'll just learn all the gears straight away. I think like with physical stuff like that, I'm always quite a quick learner. My drawback in literally anything is always the proving that I know my stuff problem of it. Because I do know how to do things, and if it's anything physical, I will learn incredibly quickly. But I suck at written exams. It's my heel. It's my Achilles heel. In every capacity. I can never prove that I know my stuff. Yeah, the end of my existence. Automations are cool, but you can't always have one. Yeah, I like having my options open. Energy, damage reduction. Bonk. Get slightly better gas mileage. Really? I didn't know that. I remember in one of Papa K's conversations that we had about different ships and things, I remember he was talking about how a greater percentage of manual ships get higher safety ratings, and I don't know how true that is, but he's been very dedicated to when I passed the written exam. He's been very dedicated about the idea of purchasing me a car, purchasing me a ship out of congratulations. I think that's like the classic father thing. That's the classic dad thing that he wants to do, which he definitely does not have to do, but I think it's just something that he wants to. So he keeps showing me like magazine cutouts and little clips of things where he's like, look, this one has a 4.8 safety rating, because obviously he wants me to drive safe and drive a safe ship. Very kingly thing for him to do, yes. Insisted that you had to get your own one. That's funny. That's also such a dad thing. There's two sides of the same dad coin. Oh, we're good. It depends on how much a spoiler my dad is. I don't know, because he's pretty thrifty in a way that I think most dads are. And also, I'm not the type of person that wants expensive things. I don't particularly enjoy flexing in that particular aspect. I think if I'm going to have something that is expensive, I'd much prefer to have something that is expensive that I know is going to last for a very long time, rather than having something that is expensive that is flashy. I don't like being flashy. I like to I like to be chill. Considering how much you talk about how much he spoils your cat, he's certainly more the spoilery dad type. He definitely is, but he does it in like a thrifty way. He's not just gonna be like, oh, you know, have all of these jewels and diamonds and money type of, you know, he's not that type of person in any capacity. He's incredibly thrifty and he does a lot of research into everything that he buys so that he can get the best deal possible. I don't think he like buys anything without at least 20 hours under his belt of research. Car that lasts for decades too. Yeah, I think I would much prefer that. I would much prefer to have like a safe ship that lasts for a very long time. Not just spoiling for the sake of spoiling, yes. I think like, also because I don't really like owning a whole lot of things, I'm very minimalist. I think he kind of takes any opportunity that he can to kind of spoil me. I don't really like owning things. I don't really like owning things a whole lot. Oh no, it's, I don't know, yow, yow, yow! There we go. Yeah, I'm very minimalist. I don't really like owning things. The only things that I really kind of like to own are things that I have like a special interest in or have like a use per se. I think the most recent thing that he actually spoilt me on was he bought me some instruments. Oh yeah, it was really cool. He found I love collecting like old niche instruments and things. So I love like old synths. My dream is to own an omnichord one day. I want a classic omnichord and they're so expensive. One of these days I will cave and I will buy one. But he found an original melodica and it's like, it's in the box and everything, and it has all of the original like pamphlets that came with it and all the sheet music and stuff that came with it when you first bought it. He found one of them and he gifted it to me, and I just think that's cool. That is cool. That is one of the coolest things that he's gifted me. So there we go. He will take the opportunity to, I think, because he likes to. But also, I'm not the type of person to own a whole lot of things. So he has to put a lot of work into finding stuff that I like. Hello, honey. Welcome in. Welcome in. Poor king. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get a random item. Bonk. Painful coil! That's every time I take damage I get boost. Oh. Well, at least I know that that's gonna be completely useless to me. Yeah, he's a good dad. He's a good king. Ui. Oh boy. Ah! Little middle eyeless. I got a really handy egg voting machine one time. Oh my goodness, the middle of little. Oh my goodness me. You know, occasionally they do actually do quite good stuff in little. I've seen them do like drills and things and like whole sets of like power tools and things. And I just think, oh, that would be quite handy to just have. I think I own like one drill. I own like a set of screwdrivers and like a drill. Which I feel like I should probably own a bit more than that for like repairs and things. I feel like I should own at least like a hammer maybe. I don't know. I feel like I'm not putting together furniture or like doing small home repairs commonly enough to be able to justify owning something like that, you know? Wah. But I still feel like it would be handy, because what if I ever have like a thing where I'm like, you know, I'm like, oh man, I have this really small home repair that I need to do. Sure do wish I had this really specific tool type of thing, and then I could have owned one the whole time. I could have had one, and it would have been so useful in that particular moment. Can I borrow one? I could probably borrow one. I could probably talk to somebody and be like, hello, do you mayhaps have something that I could use? Whoop. That was bad. At least I didn't take any damage, but that was bad. Ooh boy. I feel like I'm doing terrible on time here. Not allowed. Oh, okay, never mind. No, maybe not. Bink. Bonk. Bink. Yeah, no. Ugh, alas, I don't think I'm gonna get it. No. Wah! So close. Ah. Blessings at 145. Yeah, I think if I could do my placements a little better, it might be a little easier, maybe. Either way, it's not too bad. It's not too terrible. What if I do, you know what? I'm gonna do one run where I get items. This is gonna be my one run where I do items and just see how long it would take with items. We'll give it a go. This will be my last one of the day. Just to see. Go for broke. Yeah. Just see what I can get. Woo! Last run. Bonk. Whee. I forgot I should probably be collecting these. Having a super. Thank you for coming, honey. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Give me shmoney. That's a health item. I just immediately went for the health item out of, I guess, instinct? My brain just went, aha, need health. I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out today. I know it's been very kind of like chill and not very exciting. Nice to work alongside too. I'm glad. That's definitely boost. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, baby, this is perfect. Now we're Newman. Now we go new. Where you go fool me? No then, okay. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you guys get to hang out and have a good time. I always worry about doing runs on stream because I'm like it's one of those things where I'm so concentrated. I'm like, nah, I can't be entertaining. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I wouldn't be entertaining. You know, it's one of those. Jeez, the speed! Lomo conversing though, I would have thought. I guess, I don't know. I think like, I'm not really looking at chat as much, and I'm not really concentrating on what I'm saying a whole lot. So I always feel like my conversation is less quality than would have been otherwise, I suppose. I don't know. Because I know that my brain's not in it 100%, so I always worry that I'm not as good. Been perfect, I'm glad. Boost. Go new. That's even more boost. We are Sonic. Moving at speed of sound, quickest to jog around. Got ourselves a situation, stuck in a new location without any explanation. Jeez. No time for relaxation. I don't think I'm afraid. I just go, 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 go. Sonic is number one. Sonic, something else. Sonic is coming to us. Can you tell what my childhood Sonic TV show was? Bet you can't guess. You know what? It's not actually too far off. Yeah, not too far off. I guess the time that we spend not looking at the shops is kind of negated by the speed. Yeah, only just. Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Huh. Interesting, interesting. Huh. Good to know, good to know. Well then. Ah. Wow! Wow! Hello! Hello, hello! Thank you so much for coming! Like a decision making is actually huge. Yeah, I guess it just must kind of add up into its own selection of stuff. So I guess being able to recognize what the things are. I wonder if there's a way to make it to the table faster. I don't know. I guess just looking for the items that you want specifically, and then if they're not there, passing immediately would probably help out a little bit. I think I was looking at the table for a bit too long, but it's kind of interesting to know that there's not really a whole lot of difference between the two of them. I guess if you get really fast, then yeah, it would be. Steam's on sale store today if you want to pick up some games. I have been waiting. I'm very excited. I'm probably going to buy some stuff after stream today, actually. I hope if you guys have the funds to treat yourself a little bit, I hope you guys do so as well. Yippee! Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, thank you. My next stream is gonna be the BSMP stream on Saturday, which is a little bit earlier on. I think that's 4 p.m. actually, rather than 7 p.m. BST that we normally stream at. So it's a little bit earlier on. So I do apologize for those of you who are still going to be in work and things, but I should be streaming that for a little while. Yippee! I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. Yippee! So yeah, I hope you guys stick around for that. It is not on Sunday. It is on Saturday. That was a me. That was a me bad. So yeah, thank you so much for coming, everybody. Thank you, thank you. This was really nice. This is really fun. I know it wasn't the most exciting thing of all, but I had a good time. So yeah, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna raid into that actually. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Because it was presumably it was a communication issue. That's always the way with these big events where it's like, oh, it's going to be this time at this particular place and this, all of this stuff. It's always the way. There's so many different people in so many different time zones. It's going to be rough. But yes, I will see you guys on Saturday. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, time zone. If please go get yourself some snacks, go get some drinks, go take care of yourselves. If you have the funds to treat yourself, perhaps have a look at the Steam sale. Go get yourself a game. I will see you all on Saturday. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Wah.